Despite what all the Bethesda haters might be saying, Fallout 76 is not a bad game.
What it is a bad scam, okay? And that's the one major lie that a lot of people seem to be believing, that this is a fucking game. It is not. This is a money laundering scheme, and no one's really calling it out yet. Some people call it kind of scammy, scummy, but it is a scam, and a very bad one at that. So strap yourself in. I'm going to spend the next 3 or 4 minutes yelling at you why no one could or should defend this piece of shit.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Okay, so Bethesda's produced a shit ton of games. Oh, fucking slew of them. But they've only made a few of them themselves. You got the good stuff like Dishonored and Prey, made by Arcane. Doom was So if we split these things up into things that Bethesda actually made themselves and things that they just paid for, we'll look at and see, oh, it's a little lopsided, but whatever, bear with me. Okay, so modern history, Bethesda starts being important with Morrowind. That's good. Then they make Obsidian. That's good. They make Fallout 3. There's some issues, but it's good. It's the reason why we even care about this stupid piece of shit. And then they make Skyrim. A lot of people think that's the second coming of Christ, but I thought it was alright. It was not bad. And then they made Fallout 4. Some problems. It could be good. Good with mods, but that's not the best. But bestie, you didn't put Fallout 76? Shut the fuck up. Shut. It's not a game. That is not a game. That is a scam. You fuck. Now shut up and listen to me. Just shut your fuck. Okay, so this is when we get into the meat and potatoes of the rambling, because we're going to talk about the other evil AAA companies, because fuck them. EA has Battlefield and Battlefront and all these fucking shooters and every goddamn single fucking sports game ever fucking made, and it's filled with microtransactions and pre-orders. Ubisoft cranks out a fucking Tom Clancy game every other year and an Assassin's Creed game every year, and those have pre-orders and loot boxes and Tostitos and all this fucking holy shit, look at all this. And then Activision Blizzard is the most unholy abomination on the face of this fucking earth, because, you know, Overwatch is more popular than autism and Pop-Tarts, and everyone and their mother buys a fucking Call of Duty game every year, so, you know, they're making gobs of money, and, you know, now they're going into the phone game market. But so you got this unholy trinity of fuckers making all this money, and how do they do it? Because they have good scams, ones that work, because there's a large audience of chucklefucks who will buy every goddamn game made by these people every fucking year, because they go for the hype, they play it for 2 weeks, and then forget it fucking exists until the next one comes out so they can get that for Christmas. So they make immense amounts of money, and then they put in the loot boxes and the $300 fucking pre-order things, and they make shit tons of money. But in comparison, Bethesda are saints, because all they did was release buggy versions of games that we still like. But Bethesda was smart. They realized we didn't want loot boxes or shit like that. We wanted mods. So they tried to stick their dick in the modding pie and make us pay for it with the Creation Club. And then they tried to push those crappy DLC for Fallout 4, which, you know, was stuff that already existed on the fucking Nexus, but whatever. And so they realized that people don't want to pay for mods for pre-existing games, so they decided to beat us to the punch, just make their own shitty multiplayer mod for Fallout 4, and then make us buy that. And so far, it seems to have not worked very well, surprisingly enough. You think the first 2 times that they fucked up they would have learned, but nope, they tried it again. And that's my point here. Fallout 76 is not a game. The best you can say is that it's a mod made by the original developers. At worst, and most brutally honest, it is a fucking scam. Just like Creation Club, just like those bad DLC, just like everything they've been trying in the past 3 years to get our fucking money, this is what it all comes to. It was lazily done, it's filled with bugs, there's nothing to fucking do, and there's already a microtransaction market in the goddamn thing to try to get people more involved and give more damn money, because that's all this is for. And now there's all this garbage about about them fucking people over with refunds or sending bags made out of horse scrotum instead of canvas and all the other shit. But none of this matters in the fact that they've already lowered the price by nearly half a week and a half after the fucking game comes out. No one wants this thing, no one cares about it, and instead of actually, doing anything to fix or make it better, Bethesda just goes, fuck it, let's just make it a little bit cheaper and see if there's any other idiots that'll pay money for this before we fucking go bankrupt. It's amazing. In the span of 3 games, they went from Skyrim, which was amazing, to Fallout 4, which was considered perfectly average, to Fallout 76, which is perhaps the worst game of the fucking year. Fuck Elder Scrolls 6, fuck Star Anus, whatever the hell it's called. Don't trust Bethesda to ever make anything themselves again, because the last 3 products that they've made have both declined in quality and increased in the amount of bullshit stuffed into them. So yeah, Fallout 76 is not a game, it's a mod used to scam a loyal fan base who's been far too easygoing about this garbage. I would never buy a Bethesda game again. Bethesda is just another shitty AAA company now, and they just pulled the worst fucking possible scam, and thankfully for us, it exploded in their faces, but God knows in 3 months there's going to be something else happening and we'll all forget about this, which is exactly what they all want. This is my viewpoint. I think a lot of people would agree with it, but if you can actually come up with a decent way to explain yourself as to why you think I'm wrong, go ahead and leave a comment. I don't really care. I've never made a video like this before. I probably won't again. I just feel like this is something worth mentioning. Goodbye.